right, so as I mentioned to you before, I'm doing another travel vlog. I'm here in Virginia near DC. So I'll be in both area. I'll be both in DC and Virginia for this trip. You'll see a lot of the U.S. national monuments and things like that. But I just got into my room, and you all, I have the presidential suite. I need to show you this. All right, so this is what it looks like when I first walk in. But okay, and of course, what's really important, I do have a big closet. I got to figure out how I'm going to show you my outfits of the day. But this is a whole apartment. Has a little kitchenette area, got a fridge and microwave. Hello. Got my sink and coffee maker and all that. I do have access to my own little patio, little deck. I don't think I'm going to go out here because it does seem a little scary out here. But I do have my own private little deck area. I have my dining room, and they gave me some Fiji waters and some fruit. I have my living room area. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody to spend time with. I suspect that some of my coworkers may try to find their way up here because I do have to I need to sort and do some swag stuff or whatever. But I think we might use this space to do that. And so this room is pretty big. I don't think that you can kind of get the whole enormity of it, but it is a pretty big room. This is, okay, for reference, this is a king size bed. So you see how much space I have on either side and how much space there is between me and the bed. And then another closet. And this is a double door, big closet here. So I think I'm going to use this one for my stuff. And then in here, let me kind of zoom out a little bit. In the bedroom leads to the bathroom, which has a soaker tub, a big old shower, double sinks, and yet another mirror. And then your commode is separate. Now that I think about it, I didn't see a full-length mirror, which I don't appreciate. Now that I think about it, right? We didn't see one, did we? Well, so be it. I guess you can't have everything. You can't see my outfit through here, so we'll be unique. We have plenty of space for me to prop myself up, with put my phone around so you could see me. So I think we can make do, but I'm going to enjoy this. So I do have to hurry up and get out of here. We have a happy hour happening right now. I'm late. I don't know. It took forever for me I picked the wrong airport to get here, first of all. So it took a while for the Uber to get there, to get through traffic to get here, and then to check in took forever. But I'm here now, and let me go ahead and just freshen up just a little bit and then head over to the happy hour. And believe it or not, I have a meeting tonight to attend. It's virtual, of course, but I still, as soon as the happy hour wraps, I'm going to be headed right back over here so I can take a meeting. But anyway, welcome to Virginia. All right, hopefully you can see me. I'm using the TV as a light, but you just saw me get my wedgie. I just got back from my, it's like a happy hour or whatever, but it's here in the hotel that I'm staying in, and it's in the Sky Dome. So we're in the DoubleTree by Hilton in, I don't even know, man. I don't know where I am. Maybe if I have the wherewithal, I'll put it on the screen. But they have this beautiful dining room or restaurant that's called the Sky Dome on the top floor, which is the 15th floor. And from that building, you can see the Washington Monument, and then you can also see the Pentagon, which to see it that close and up close and personal takes my breath away when I think about the events of 9/11. Could you imagine being in the Sky Dome that day and seeing a plane, crash into the Pentagon? That would be insane. But anyway, I digress. So it was really nice to kind of catch up with some coworkers. There are some that I have been working with for 5 years, or since I've started, over 5 years, and have never met in person. And it's my first time meeting them in person. Anyway, I wanted to kind of walk through with you some of the, look at how big this wardrobe is. I'm putting my wardrobe away, but I also want to play dress up because I have some options. This is one of the few times that I've ever done this, but I just threw random things in my suitcase and said, I just hope it all works out. I didn't put together actual outfits. So I'm going to just start to the night before, just start to put some things on to see what I can wear over the next 3 days and see if I need to make an emergency run to the store at some point this week. I don't know if I even can. So we're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to do a quick little dress up as I'm putting my clothes away. So my thought process was to have like denim or dark blue week. And I've done dark blue for my meetings before, but this top kind of plays into that. So if I have an emergency, and I could throw this back on. But you all saw this already. I just hauled this from the Levi store over in New York City in Manhattan. I showed this to you in the haul, but nonetheless, I think this one is the easiest. I'm going to start with this. All right, this is a dress. This is easy. Let me show you the shoes. These are the shoes that I'm wearing every day. I suspect when I try to show you my outfits of the day every day, it's going to be difficult. I finally found the full length mirror. It's in the bathroom. But I'm wearing these shoes. I don't know if you remember, I got these for Christmas. These are Jeffrey Campbell's, and I just love the ladybug that's here on the shoe. That won't focus for you, but yeah. So this is what I'm wearing every day. This shoe, I haven't worn them yet. This will be my first time wearing them, but I'm wearing them every day. And that said, that's kind of like the focal point. I'm going to put some brooches on there. I think I showed that to you as well because I picked up a new ladybug brooch not too long ago. Oh, actually, let me just show it to you. So throughout the week, I'll either be wearing this brooch or this brooch or both at the same time. Why not? I got them. Why not? So that'll play into the whole, ladybug theme. Now, the other thing I was thinking about is dressing this up just a little bit by adding this like Hermes style belt. This is the Hermes Kelly belt to this dress instead of having the belt that comes with the dress. I think now that I'm looking at it with you all, I think I'm leaning towards just switching out the belt. I think it just looks a little bit more put together. And I think it kind of pulls. The hardware is different because this has gold, this has silver. But, again, I wear mixed metals all the time, so I don't think that matters too much. So I think I'm going to switch it out. But we'll see. We'll see tomorrow when I get dressed. So this is where things get a little bit difficult. So I have a skirt and I have some denim jeans, pants. And I have to kind of figure out the top, the jacket, the over whatever parts that need to go with this and what I'm going to do with my legs. I brought tights, I brought socks. We'll play around. Something super safe would be to just do this tank top and then this cardigan, this polo Ralph Lauren cardigan. Super safe, super preppy. And then I have navy blue socks, and then these is be a totally like schoolgirl kind of a vibe, kind of a look with the navy blue from head to toe. The other thing I could do this shirt dress as like an overlay over jacket. I could kind of do the skirt as like a belt, like wearing it over the shirt dress, which is a thing, which is kind of cute. But is that too edgy for office wear? I could also do this as like a Canadian tuxedo. This is also denim. It has ruffles here at the collar. I particularly like this because it does have gold finishes. Where are they? Is it just here? Oh, I guess it's just the one right here. But it has gold finishes that would work well with the, sort of the gold here and obviously the brooches that I'd wear. I'm thinking tights would go well under this as well, just to kind of have a sleek head to toe navy look. Now I couldn't find my dark navy tights, so the tights will be like a bit lighter, so it wouldn't be super super dark. But I don't know. You all let me know. Or I could do the navy blue socks that we had talked about. It's these navy blue cable knit socks, so they're dark like the skirt, and then that will be the look. And I could also belt it with the belt that is on that other dress, that Hermes style dress, or since the tights are light, I could use this as a belt, and that'll throw in like a light blue. So because I do have belt loops, I could throw in a light blue element here at the waist, right? And then these tights won't look as off. I don't know. You tell me. Well, actually, we'll find out as I get dressed during the week where I land. All right, these jeans I don't think you can fully appreciate. Let me see if I can tilt us down just a little bit so you can fully appreciate these. These are super super high-waisted. You can see here, like there's not much space between boob and shoe. I mean, and jean, so you can see that. But I bought these not too long ago. I got these from Nordstrom in a sale, and these are, even though they're super wide leg, they are so tight at the waist. They are a size I ain't even gonna talk about. Somehow I ended up with a size that's too small. But anyway, these are the jeans. I could keep it super simple like this. Let me tilt us back up a little bit so you can see the look. This is just like the skirt, like keeping it super simple with this tank. And of course, we could do the cardigan, which I'm looking at it now. I feel like I'm leaning towards this because I feel like at some point I may want to unbutton this top button and I can just close up my sweater to cover the fact that my button is open. Yeah, I think that might be the hack, y'all. And then the other thing that I could do, because like I said, I just threw some random things in here. I could do a light bright blue at the top instead with this roll neck or turtleneck, whatever you call it. I got this really cute. I like this like soft light blue color. And if I do this color, I won't wear the ladybug shoes. I would do these sneakers instead because it has light and dark blue in the sneakers. So I think it kind of coordinates a little bit better. So kind of depends on how I feel like rocking these pieces. I could totally do this with the skirt as well that I just showed you. This is really adorable too. I could do this turtleneck with this skirt. I don't know if it necessarily needs a belt or not. I mean, I don't have very much gapping in the back. I don't know, is it noticeable? You tell me. It's not that much, right? So I don't necessarily have to have a belt. And I would rock it with these fun little socks. They have these little robot aliens on them. And that color with these sneakers, I think that will pull in all the colors and it'd be playful. So I have options, and I do have like a gray t-shirt too. I have another sweater that you saw me wear with the Rocky on there. That's navy blue with the blue on top. I have a few other like accessory type tees and things like that. But between these pieces, I think I can come up with 3 days worth of outfits, but we'll see how I put them together every day. Stay tuned. Good morning, you all. I am standing in front of my balcony here this morning. It's giving me the whole morning glow thing. I'm just about ready to go. I'm going to show you my outfit in a second. But last night when I tell you I passed out, I did not put on my pajamas. I did not, cover my hair. I didn't do anything. I didn't wear my retainer. I passed out. And I woke up like every hour from 3 o'clock all the way until I needed to get up at 6:30. I just kept waking up after that. So it wasn't like it was fast sleep or whatever, and probably enough sleep, but it wasn't the best sleep because I was just like panicked because I didn't like wind down with my ritual. Anyway, I'm dressed. I have my morning glow. I feel like refreshed though. So yeah, let me show you my outfit. So I found the full length mirror. And this is it. It's in the bathroom. I don't know, maybe you saw when I was giving the original tour, but I certainly did. And I'm just like in awe of how big this room is. But I decided to go with the denim on denim kind of like Canadian tuxedo-ish thing. I have the long sleeved denim shirt from H&M. I believe this skirt is from either Old Navy or Gap, as usual. I straighten things out when I do my OOTDs that I post here on YouTube and on Instagram. I usually give like the brands of everything just in case you want to go look or find it on consignment, because a lot of these things, they're kind of old. Now the tights, again, I really wanted to do a darker navy type, but the way my closet is just in shambles, it's yeah. So anywho's it. This is it, and here are the shoes. They're super adorable, you all. I can't get over them. Anyway, I do have to kind of skedaddle and get out of here. I am loving the way that so I do this like press powder that makes my skin look matte instead of shiny. I love that, especially with lip gloss. I'm loving the look. The one thing I didn't call out is that I've decided to wear my little ladybug on my shoulder, like having good luck all day. I have it on my shoulder. So yeah, this is the look. Hey you all, it is the end of day 2. Like I told you yesterday, I was wiped and literally fell asleep with all of the lights on. I was like, I didn't put my pajamas on, nothing. I just like passed out, you all. So tonight I am not letting the same thing happen to me again. I did like a little short mini workout in my room. So my meetings didn't end until 9:30 Central. And then I hopped on the phone with my mom because today is her birthday. And then just anyway, my point is I'm on it tonight. So anyway, I just did a little mini workout, just took a quick little shower, gonna get ready for bed. But I'm not gonna let what happened to me yesterday happen to me again today. I'm on it. Yeah, today was pretty much uneventful work. It was, you know what I mean? I'm here for work reasons, and it was work as usual. Pretty full packed day, but it went well. A couple of times we did have a couple breaks during the day, and I was able to run up to my room to do whatever I needed to do, like for 5 minutes. But what made that really difficult is what I didn't mention is I did tell you I have the presidential suite here. It's at the very end of a hallway because they like you have like a corner room. And when I tell you this hallway is long, y'all, is long. So it put a little bit of stress on me when I needed to run to the room real quick and run back. I think that's where I got my exercise and steps for the day. Anyway, let me try to think if there was anything I need to mention. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a personal internal adventure because I mentioned to you a pair of pants that I brought with me are too small. Yeah, they're too small. Period. And we have a pretty long day tomorrow, and as we did today, and I have to wear these pants all day. I didn't have time, nor do I have time to go and get something different. So I will be wearing said pants tomorrow, but I'm going to put the cardigan on top to cover up that top button, see how we make do. I'm glad I discovered this mirror so I can show you. I've been able to show you my outfit of today. I'll show you tomorrow. I would like to know your thoughts on the outfit tomorrow as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to mention to you besides the fact that I ate way too much today. It's like when you have nothing else to focus on but food, you just eat the food. Or super excited about new foods, you just eat the foods. So I am on a over 2 week stretch of just eating nonsense. I did take a couple weeks off from eating nonsense. Like I told you, I intentionally had put on some weight and decided I wanted to kind of keep it on for a bit. Then realized that I was going to be on the road for a while and that I should probably drop a little weight because I knew I was going to gain some weight. I was only able to drop 3 pounds, and I gained the 3 pounds during last week. And then over the course of 3 days, I lost 2 of the pounds. But I'm pretty sure there's no scale here. So I'm pretty sure I got all that back and then some because I've been eating already since I've been here. So anyway, be prepared for the fact that when I do get done with this trip, we're going to be on a health journey. No surprise, we're going to be on a health journey because I don't like my clothes fitting, tight and uncomfortably. So we got to fix some things, and my entire wardrobe fits a body that is smaller than the one that I have. And I'm not going to, if some of you have seen my wardrobe build over time, it started off big and it's gotten bigger. There's absolutely no way I'm replacing all of that stuff. So we're going to have to make the body fit the clothes that I have. Anyway, I'm going to lay it down for the night. Thanks for listening to me ramble. We get 2 more of these. Bye. So, running super, super late. So I'm unable to do my OOTD. I'll show it later. All right, you all. It's actually the end of my workday. I was running so late that I wasn't able to do my outfit of the day early. So as you can see, I put together a few ensembles the other night to show you my options. So for today, I decided to go with the Polo Ralph Lauren cardigan. And underneath I have on just this navy blue tank top. And then these super high-waisted stiff jeans. Listen, when I tell you these are like no room for error type of look. And I wanted you to see them when everything was like I didn't have the cat whiskers already from sitting down all day, but I actually really like the jeans. So once I get back to my normal size, I think they'll be more comfortable to wear, but they're super, super cute. I would recommend these. These are from the brand Cotton On, and they sell it at Nordstrom. And I am a fan. These fit me like a glove. I would say get your normal size if you do decide to get jeans from them, because this is perfect. Also, I decided to go with the shoes. These are like work branded socks, so doesn't go with the outfit, but they're fun and they're work branded. But I did my normal, the shoes you saw before. And then I do have on the brooch. We had talked about this before, this brooch. Let me see, can I turn this around? There we go, up close, the brooch. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to do, like, I don't have time to do, maybe I do have time to do my other outfit of the day video. I was just gonna do a voiceover. I just did a quick video earlier. I'm just gonna do a voiceover. I think I'm just gonna stick with that. And yeah, that's it. That's the outfit. I'm about to go on a DC trolley tour, so I'll try to, get a little footage of that and talk to you about it later. But I gotta go. I'm tired, y'all. Good morning. All right, this is outfit number 3. I have decided, obviously, on the denim dress, which I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. We will pull this. There we go. We pull this fabric to the. Oh man, I'm messing things up. Hold on. All right, had to readjust here. Every time I pull the fabric, I loosen the belt. But anyway, I decided to go with the Levi's dress that I just recently hauled and put it on with my Hermes style belt, the Hermes Kelly style belt. I don't know if you can see that very well. I am running late as usual, so I just want to quickly show you this before I get it all messed up. It does. What I love about some shirt dresses, not all, but some, it does have pockets. And I do use my pockets. Sometimes I'm running around and I need to put my phone somewhere. And I literally do put my phone or whatever it is that I'm like running around. I just like throw it in my pocket. I don't walk around forever with the things. But anyway, the ladybug theme persists. I do have the ladybug brooch going on here and the ladybug shoes. I have on cable knit socks to go with this look. Looks a little weird, but we move. But anyway, my face is still a little dewy because I did do a face mask. I didn't sleep well last night, and I do have my hair in both in twists and in pigtails. And that, my friends, is today's outfit of the day. And my voice is still ashy. Anyway, I move. We got to get out of here. It ended up getting so cold in the meeting room that I had to put some layers on. So that shirt dress that you saw me show you, it came in handy. Or did I show you this? I can't even remember now of all the things that I showed you. So I still have on, obviously, the outfit from earlier, but I threw this on and I put some tights on, put the socks back on. But I just needed more warmth. It was just so cold. And I don't know, did I show you this? I ended up putting I think I did show that, but yeah. So anyway, now I'm actually about to change into some sweats. And we may just go do some window shopping. I'm here until tomorrow. Reason being is that one, this room was comped. 2, I don't want to fly in super late. We were supposed to end much later. We ended 3 hours earlier. So I didn't want to be flying home super late. And then 3, I have meetings tomorrow morning. So I had to be available for that meeting. There was just one particular meeting in particular that I host. So I had to be available for that one. And then, then go on right after that. So I think I'm going to have a really restful weekend. That's what I plan on doing. I unfortunately missed my window to sign up for Pilates on time. So I'm on the wait list. We'll see if I make it into Pilates. But I'm definitely going to be doing Zumba and my usual Zumba for the weekend. I need to focus on health and fitness for a while now because I have been eating like a crazy person. And those jeans that I had on yesterday tells me that I need to just slow down. So those jeans were not comfortable. So anyway, I don't think, did I even tell you about the monument tour last night? I don't know. Let me tell you about it. I'm actually, it says for me to clean this lens. Give me a second. All right. I'm actually starting to get a stress. It's not showing up on camera because this camera does wonders for my skin, but Starting to get a stress pimple right here. And luckily, it's on the very last day as we're wrapping. So I don't even have to be stressed anymore about the fact that I'm getting a stress pimple. So last night, it was super, super cold, by the way. The weather wasn't supposed to be this cold last night, but it was supposed to be conducive to doing a trolley tour, having the windows open and enjoying the ambient night air, but it was cold. So luckily the Chicago in me kind of like wanted to be prepared. I had a coat, I had a scarf, I had a hat, I had layers, so I was fine. But it just would have been better had we not had to be bundled up. Some people were not prepared. They had like just their regular work clothes, no sweater, no jacket, no nothing, and I know they were miserable. So that was that. I mean, but the monument tour is interesting. I've done the monument tour already on foot. Um, but this vantage point was a little bit different, being on a double decker trolley bus. Kind of see things a little bit differently. I'm trying to think if I saw like a different exhibit. It was I think the Vietnam exhibit or Korea exhibit. Man, I'm terrible with this, but that was the one. That was the one that I hadn't seen before. But everything else we had seen, I saw already. So it's just a refresher, and then seeing it at night because I saw everything during the day the last time, and I did it on foot. Different vantage point, different lighting, different stuff. So if you follow me closely, if you've been following me for a while, some of these views that I'm showing may look familiar because I've already shown them before, but maybe not. And then if you're new, you're learning something new. We passed the White House very quickly, and I was telling everybody, "Do you have eggs and tomatoes?" And they were like, "For what?" I'm like, "To throw it at the White House." And the driver's like, "Please don't do that. They have these people who work for the White House called the Secret Service, and you don't want that." And I was just like laughing, which leads me to believe that possibly he's a Trump supporter. Nonetheless, that all said, it was an interesting time, good fellowship, all the stuffs. The 3-day meeting altogether went really, really well, surprisingly. But it was really good. Surprisingly, the food was tasty. Hotel food tasty? What? So it's actually surprisingly tasty. Last night, when we went on the trolley tour, they had sandwiches, sandwiches and salads that either had meat on them or made from mushrooms. And you know me and both. We don't go together like that. So I did not have dinner. So I ordered a margarita flatbread really, really late last night, and it was a bad idea. You know, me and dairy, we don't go together that well either. I love dairy, but we don't go together very well. So anyway, like I said, I have time on my hands, sort of. I have work that I need to do. I also I've ended my meetings sooner than I thought I would. So I could technically go and do other stuffs or be responsible and do work. We'll see. All right, so I decided to get up and get out. I think I might have, where we left off, I had just gotten in from work. And when I tell you I passed out, all the way passed out. I slept for like 2 hours straight. So here I am, going for a walk. I needed to get some movement going. Headed to Zara for no good reason other than to just move my body. And then I'll grab a little something for dinner tonight and then call it a night. I do have some work that I cannot escape, so I'll peck away at that a bit, but I'm taking it easy. I'm so tired. My social battery is zapped, and my voice because I was sleeping. Anyway, talk to y'all later. All right, I am checking out and running late. It says my lens is dirty. Hopefully that's better. I have on the same outfit that I wore to travel in, my Rocky sweater, my Rocky necklace. But anyway, I am running late. I cut it close, you all. So hopefully I make my flight and they don't have any tomfoolery going on at the airport. But that's it.
She's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky's just a fashion girl